Yes, that's much better.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
You happy?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Good Skin channel. Welcome back to Curve Cat. This is my friend Kat.
Vlogs.
Oh, from Just Katleho. I always talk about her channel here, so you guys better know that channel already. So she's here. This is like a long overdue.
Long overdue. Like, we've had so many moments where we're together here at home or elsewhere or on the streets doing the things, but we never. Well, I suppose because we're friends, so we never really think to.
And we chat, like you've been here for a while. I know what we've done is just chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just been talking. Yeah, that's nice.
That's what friends do. Yeah. So now we finally figured that, no, you know what? It's time for us to record together. Yes. It
is time because I kept
right?
reminding you how many times.
It's okay.
We're not gonna get into
Look
that.
at the shade.
Okay. So we wanted to talk about this. I think we've spoken about it as friends, and then we've spoken about it as people out there on the web, and then now I think that it's time we talk about it with other people.
True.
And just let them in on our thoughts. And I just want to say, because people in this country are so sensitive, like with whatever you say, somebody gets offended, somebody feels like this is about me, but it's not really about you. It's just someone's opinion, how they think about a certain situation, and this is what's going to happen now. It is not directed at a certain individual. Please, before anything, get your feelings out, throw them out the window, done, and just kind of hear the message. Yeah.
It's a straightforward, objective, nothing is subjective, it's not pointed at anyone, and we're just going to chat. We're just going to have a chat about the things that we struggle with, that we felt that we need to voice out.
So plus size influencing, plus size blogging, plus size YouTubing, whatever plus size thing there is out there. And plus size is anybody.
Plus size clothing.
Yes. From like 14 up. I think 14 should be counted.
14 should be counted because I'm 14.
Yeah. So size 14 all the way up there. We struggle with everything. We struggle with clothing. We struggle to be included in things. We struggle to like feel represented, I think. So I spoke about that whole experience of going into shops and then not finding anything that fits me,
which is something that I struggle with as well. Like it's a constant, okay, but if it doesn't fit me right, I don't have a size, or they'll say it's a one size fits all, and I'm just like, but what is that?
No, the one size fits all thing doesn't.
But what is that? Like, no, if you're small, you can wear it. If you're medium, I'm like, but no. And it's normally with things like Kaplans or what are these things that we like to wear? Kimonos.
Yes,
whatever.
kimonos as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't really fit right.
And belts. I'm just mad about the belts.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just mad about the belts.
We got the Gucci belt.
No. I'm mad about the Gucci belt.
She tried to buy a Gucci belt. And
too small. Like, it wasn't, you know, like where the belt even meets and you're like, okay, I'm going to lose weight and then fit into it.
Nothing.
And then they're like, this is our longest belt. So I'm like, this is your longest belt? How small is this? And
so
like,
you're not included.
No.
Basically, you're not included.
No.
And the sad thing is that a lot of the times, especially with designer brands, it's very difficult to find a pant size or what have you. It's almost like when they're being designed, they're not being designed for you. No. They're not being designed for plus size.
For
it's almost
other
like
people.
You're not supposed to wear a Gucci belt. You're not supposed to wear whatever
anything
Gucci
designer.
pants. Anything designer.
You're not counted in. You know,
so
and
sad.
You know, I don't want to use this as an example, but I will. Remember Karl Lagerfeld? Yeah.
When everybody was like, "Oh my God, R.I.P." I'm like,
Yeah, the stuff is saying why pluses women shouldn't be included in that space, like that industry was just downright mean. And I think that
horrible.
It set a precedence of how is it that we treated as plus size
even
shoppers.
the I don't know if it's a CEO or something of Victoria's Secret also said the same thing, was also quoted saying something very similar to the fact that our demographic is not, because it was after a show, you know, the big angel show, Victoria's Secret runway show. And he was quoted as saying that, no, our stuff is not for
plus size.
Yeah, it's for a particular
but you know, that's why they're going out of business.
Because that's a whole lot of people stood up. There was outrage about it because, yes, the sizing is there, especially in the States. I mean, a lot of women wear Victoria's Secret underwear, pajamas and things like that. And the sizing is quite fine. But in terms of the more fancier stuff, the more fancier underwear and whatever, he was quoted as saying that it's not made. So I'm not supposed to wear a very fancy Victoria's Secret off the runway bra and
because that you don't deserve to wear it, or is it that you just don't think about it?
It's almost like that's how it feels. It feels like you guys don't deserve nice things. So, you know, you plus size people, you don't deserve nice things.
Yeah, lose some weight.
Lose some weight, then maybe we could, you know, join you into the family. Maybe then we could all have, you know, be happy and be one big happy family. But lose some weight first.
Terrible.
That's what
but
they say.
Rihanna has kind of like, again, just not with the makeup where she included everyone, but now even with the lingerie, she has included everybody, and she keeps putting people out of business. Her sisters putting people out of business.
She must continue.
Yeah.
Then really she must continue because she's revolutionized the not to say that other brands haven't included, you know, but she's revolutionized makeup in terms of the foundations and how it's very difficult as a dark-skinned woman such as ourselves to find a foundation that is exactly the shade of your skin. It's very difficult. It's either a tad bit light or a tad bit dark. We never really find that, but Rihanna did something. She really did something, and she woke everybody up. She was just like
everybody's under pressure now to be like, let's include all the colors,
exactly,
all the shades. Let's put it because of Rihanna.
Not to say that it wasn't there. I mean, Lancome, Teint, Idol. I'm trying to speak like she's Idol. Idol has quite a wide range. I think it's also 40 or 45 or something. So fine, it's been there before Fenty and what have you, but when Rihanna came in, she just knocked everything out the park. Everybody's just like, oh.
I mean, I saw she even made for albino people.
Really?
Yeah, she made as pale as albino.
Really? See? I mean, what's the problem?
Why can't you include?
Exactly. If you can make different shades for... Oh, we're deviating from plus size, but anyway,
I know,
if we can make different shades for white women, that are like ivory, this, but they're so close to one another, but are inclusive for white women. Then
but
why
for black
can't
women,
you do it?
how do you like the resources? You know, and that's why I like her brand also with the lingerie. Is that I go to her page and there's plus size girls wearing her stuff, and
you see,
it's like so all these people who've been there forever. What did they not have?
Exactly.
What did they not have that she has? And she's a newbie on the market, on the scene.
Correct.
But she's already doing stuff to include everybody. So for me, it's were people ignorant, or did they just choose not to do it, or they were just like, you know what, they'll be fine just wearing whatever you pick up. Because I want to feel sexy.
Just pick up something there from Woolworths, or pick up something. Yes.
Do you know that in Woolies, actually, the bigger stuff is more expensive?
What? So maybe it's like a t-shirt like this?
Yeah. So for example, my bras, when I buy from Woolworths, for you, for a smaller cap, it will be maybe like 130, and then for me to be 160.
What?
Serious. Even clothes and dresses, yeah. Yeah. And it's not just Woolworths. Everybody else has kind of like done it.
Why?
The lady, I spoke to someone in the store and asked her like, why does it work like this? And she said to me, that's because they use more fabric. Yeah.
What?
That's what she said. That's because they use more fabric.
How insulting. No, but
more.
that's insulting.
It is, but...
So because you have to use more fabric, then you have to charge more. It just doesn't make sense more
because they need more, you know, they need more fabric to make the bra or the dress or the top. Yeah. So a lot of brands do that.
I'm shook.
A lot of brands are doing that. And Superbalist, I noticed you have added more plus size clothing on your website. Well done. Well done.
Yay.
I was so, like last year, I was like, let's boycott this brand. We're not buying from them. But now every time I'm on their website, and I know they're your favorites though.
I love shopping on Superbalist.
Yeah,
but it was one of the things that I had an issue with as well. I was and already it's difficult being plus size to buy something online and hope that it'll sit right, because online is online. So you're just picking and you're like, okay, no sharp. And then when it comes home, you're like, oh, it doesn't go past your thighs and stuff. So it's already tricky buying online. But for the mere fact that they've got more plus size, big ups, because
it is fantastic. It's amazing. And you know, one of the things that I haven't spoken about is why are plus size women obsessed with nudity on social media?
Okay, listen,
I don't get it.
There's this thing that it's this body positivity movement. I have a problem with this movement.
It's weird.
I have a very, very big problem with this movement because they're perpetuating certain things where now, yes, you're making... I have also, it's a health thing that's attached to it. You're saying, yes, be comfortable, be free in your skin, be naked, go naked, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, it's one thing to do that, but when somebody is morbidly to such a point where you one wrong move, you're gone, and you're now preaching but because I'm part of this body positivity. No.
Yeah, I think you have a right to feel beautiful, but then to another extent as well, as somebody with high blood pressure, I can't go and be like, oh, I admire this. Let me also, get there. I think that is not they're not sending out
the right message. I mean, you can be body positive at size 28, 38, 58, whatever. You can be body positive at whatever size. But the thing is to be also positive about your body.
Is to be healthy.
Is to want to take the effort to actually also want to be healthy. So
it's like knowing that somebody we know is anorexic or something, and then they post pictures about being positive. But I know that she's anorexic. I wouldn't encourage her to like continue on that path. I'll kind of be like, sis, you can eat healthy. You can be healthy and still love your body.
Correct.
Be body positive and all that. So I don't think that excuse of saying that if a big person is big and then you tell them you're not healthy, that is wrong. I don't think it's wrong. I think that you're just trying to help somebody.
You're trying to help somebody. But I've noticed that on social media, the whole nudity thing for plus size is a lot. It's
too much.
Everywhere.
Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, if you love yourself, you love yourself. And that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, why do you...
I see it on Twitter. I see it on Instagram. It's everywhere.
And it's like, if you're not doing it, then you're not in.
Okay,
then you're not the thing. Then you're not
in.
Then you're not part of the clique or whatever.
Or the body positive movement. I'm positive. I'm body positive. It's fine, but I choose to keep it under wraps.
To be fully dressed.
To be fully dressed and keep it under wraps, okay? Because I just genuinely feel like you can be body positive without having to post nude pictures of yourself.
You can, actually, it's possible.
You can actually.
We have the recipe. You can contact us on the number below. So we can help you get there.
Come on.
But
really?
It's kind of like, it's the strangest thing. Like,
I'm trying to also seem like you're woke in some sort of way because you're body positive and you're all about the body positive.
It's not
blah, blah.
worth it.
No, man.
It's not worth it. I think that if you love yourself, you love yourself. You don't need validation. You don't need someone else to be like, hey, you love yourself. I see that you love yourself so much. You don't need all that stuff. I think you just love you. And that's it.
That's fine. There's no need to project it to anyone. There's no need to be outward about it. Yes, there's also no need to be under wraps as well, whatever. But if every other picture that you're putting up of yourself is you naked or you in a bikini or in a blah, blah, blah.
You twerking or showing your big nyash.
No, you're trying too hard. For me, I just feel like you're trying too hard. You can have a picture here and there where you posting because you love your roles or whatever, and you have a nice taste. you know, or at the beach or at the pool, absolutely fine. But when,
sis, those tongues, they don't need to make it here. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And for me, when I see that, I feel like that person actually has low self-esteem.
Why would you want to project that much to try and because I feel like what are you trying to prove? Why the need to want to put up all these pictures and talk about if you like that, it's fine. You don't have to be
like there's we need to see on a bikini now.
Nope.
Not even for control.
We might get some backlash for what we say, but
that's how we started with the disclaimer.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
We're expecting all of that, but it really isn't personal.